Welcome to the first episode of my new show, Michael's Apartment, where I keep you up to date on everything Michael's Apartment. I live alone and I'm very lonely. Onto the news, our top story from last night. What was that noise outside my window? It was like a car, but it was really, really loud, like almost like it could have been a little plane. And a story that we've been covering for months now. The couple downstairs for about 30 minutes every other night is extremely loud. I wonder who's faking it. I feel like it's the lady though, because I'm just not buying the theatrics, you know? And there is a lot of theatrics. These are very thin walls. Now on to our activity segment where I let you know what I've been up to this week. My clothes, much more organized. I used to fold them, but I'm not good at folding and I don't own an iron. And so they'd get all wrinkled. But now I have some hangers and I hang them up in there and it's much better. I've also been reading this book, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. The book would be better if Jane Austen wasn't dead, because then I could get the book autographed and I could display it. Without the autograph, it doesn't have much value to me, you know? It's okay, you can read it and stuff. Now it's time for our interview segment. Our guest today is my dad. I sat down with him a little bit earlier today on FaceTime. So the first question, how's mom?
Mom's doing great.
Good. The second question, a lot of people are wondering, what are you up to today?
You know, doing a lot of busy work.
That's cool. And on to the third question. We don't have too much time, but just quickly. The CDC announced that they're shortening the recommended isolation and quarantine period for infected persons to 5 days. Don't you think that's an odd thing to do in the midst of this new surge? And what's the next step to get the nation back on track?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that is sort of a crazy.
I'm glad you agree. Thanks. Thank you.
Oh.
So that was our interview segment. Before we go, here's a preview of our featured segment about something a little stinky. There's been lots of chatter in Michael's apartment this week among Michael to himself about not his cool new sweatshirt, but rather something a bit less cool, the garbage can. Yeah, so I've been dealing with this trash can for about 4 or 5 months now. I let it fill up, it gets a little stinky, I take it out. But lately it's been getting stinkier so much faster, to the point where I'll be sitting across the room and I'll be smelling it thinking it's overflowing. It's only half full. I've lit a candle, I've put it next to it just to try to fight the smell. That doesn't work. So at this point I'm taking out like a half full garbage can, probably like 4 times a week. I will say though, I am getting my steps in. For more on that story, tune in next week. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching.